So, hello. We're gonna do a quick.
I didn't know we had a meeting today.
We're gonna do a quick
Intervention.
intro to a little bit of bushcrafting and one of the many fire starting methods. So there's a ton of them out there. This is the one that I was taught at a bushcrafting school that works regardless of wind. If it's wet, if it's raining, doesn't matter. It'll start. And it takes a little bit of work, but it's quite beneficial. So we'll go over a couple things. Everyone know what these are, or what this is?
I do.
Fat wood. Yeah, fat wood, fat lighter. It's called plenty of different things. Guess we can pass a couple of these around.
They smell great.
They smell great. Take one, pass it down. I brought plenty, so check them out. It is.
Oh, I got plenty.
So it's actually from dead pine trees, because pine trees have a lot of sap. You'll find that the sap will actually collect down at the bottom and will crystallize. And so what you're seeing, and if you smell it or feel it, it's kind of sticky. It is the calcified or mineralized sap, which is great because it's basically petroleum at that point. And so then the goal for that is to then make a fire, which if you run a lighter under it, you might be able to get it to light. It'll take some time, but there's no real guarantee. And of course we had to go as primitive as possible. So what we use are called ferro rods or ferrocerium. It's a combination of, I think, 5 or 6 different metals alloyed so that when you strike it with something steel, it'll spark. Now, we have to talk about what to spark it with. And I'm trying to condense this down because I have about 20 minutes. Want everyone to still have time. We would use a knife. Yeah. So, anyone, would this be a good knife to use? No. Okay. Does anyone know why?
No, why?
Okay.
Doesn't have the right angle on the edge of the blade more than
Well,
likely.
maybe.
Treated.
It's a folding knife.
It's a folding knife.
So we don't want to use a folding knife to spark this because there is a one breaking point and it's right where you put your hand. So that's not a good idea to begin with. And then if you go out in the woods and this is a survival situation and you really need to start a fire and boom, snaps, well, you've just lost your cutting tool completely. So not good. That leads us to fixed blade knives. So this is about a $50, $60 knife. Great, wonderful. This is about a $17 knife. Does the exact same thing. I would actually say better. It's called a Mora knife. They're on Amazon, and they're about $18, $19. They're not perfect, but they're pretty close. This one is called the Companion, and what you're looking for is a couple different things. So full tang is great, not necessary. The tang on these goes to about halfway down. Still durable. This poor thing has seen so much abuse, and it's still standing. I'm kind of blown away by that. The next thing, you want steel. So there's 2 main types. There's stainless and then there's carbon. There's pros and cons to each of those. Carbon steel, it's easier to sharpen and you can get a very sharp point on these. It's great. Problem is that if you don't coat them in oil, they will rust and they're not as durable as stainless steel. So you're gonna have to sharpen them more often. With that being said, I still pick carbon because it tends to spark better for me. So that's kind of my.
It can be really hard to put an edge on it.
Yes. Yeah, once you try to sharpen it, it takes a hot minute. So those are the options. I guess we can pass these around. What you'll see on this one especially, there's what's called a 90-degree spine. It's the back edge. That 90-degree angle is going to help with a lot of processing of the fat wood, but also creating the spark. All you would do is this is a new rod that I'm still working on. So you just flick it and, because I hit the new spot, that's why. Anyway, that's all you have to do. Yeah, that's my good one. Thank you. As far as safety, as far as knife safety, my biggest thing is you never use the edge towards you. You're never going to work in between your legs femoral arteries are a thing, you'll bleed out in 90 seconds. So we don't want that. What? Yes, the triangle of death. Never put a knife down on the ground because it's really easy for someone to slip and fall and land on it. So if you're not using it, you put it back in its holster. Now, what you'll see mostly when I'm processing is that I'm going to hold it in one hand or the other, just for ease of use. Now, there's a couple different methods that I'm sure everyone knows about. Cedar is one of the greatest ones. Being that we're in a cedar forest, that's wonderful to make a bird's nest and process it down to catch a spark. That's really easy. I'm going to show Fatwood. If you guys want to come in, I'm going to work in here and show you what we have going on. So there's four main components to this that I'm going to work in that I need to make, and they are fuzz, the curls, the toothpicks, and then a candle. Sound like completely random things, right? So what I'm going to do is actually use my thumb on the side of the blade, and I'm going to use this corner to actually cut in and make fuzz. So I'm going to sink that down. I'm just going to start working. And I'm trying to get on corner to corner. And the goal of the fuzz is to actually catch the spark. So this is like the stage one. You can smell it. It smells like pine sol.
Does it have a smooth or jagged edge on the back?
Oh, okay. Now it's smooth. Just a 90-degree spine. And I mean, you can move this around as much as you want. And you take your time with it. The more you get, the bigger target you're going to get.
Where do you get fatwood?
So fatwood can be found in dead pine trees, where the stump is.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon is the easy answer.
Right there.
But you can find this out in the woods.
Pine tree that's dying in the front yard.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, pine trees. That's exactly.
Walmart's got it.
Yeah, Walmart.
I ordered mine on
Lowe's has it.
Go to Home Depot and get it bagged.
So, fuzz. Easy enough, right? Second one is curls. What we're going to do is actually make little curls. I like to take the corners, and I'm going to push with my offhand thumb and just make little curly cues. Oh, unless they go flying.
That's what I was going to say. Put it around his neck. Tighter.
And all the curls. And there's no time limit. Just take your time. But also hurry up.
Unless you're being timed.
Yeah, unless you're being timed. Okay. Next step is the toothpicks. What I'm going to do is blade side out. I'm actually just going to split this. So I'm going to find a flat portion. Oh. Split it. I'm going to split it again. And this is a little bigger than toothpick size, so I'm going to split this one more time. And I'm going to create a box around the fuzz. This is going to be the third stage that's going to go ahead and get everything really going. That'll work. Fourth stage is what's called the candle. Going to create some more curls using this. This is going to be the candle. I'm going to drive this into the fuzz once it's ignited as the final step. And since I already have a curl pile, I'm just going to add to it a little bit. And of course, a candle needs a wick. So I'm going to create curls on the top side, but I'm not going to cut them off. It's going to help catch the flame a little bit. Just feather it just a little bit. Good. Okay. So, in order, I'm going to spark into the fuzz. I'm going to throw some curls into the ignited fuzz. The toothpicks are going to ignite, and then I'm going to put the candle in. Now, the great thing about this is that it's going to burn for quite some time. So I'm going to take the side. I'm going to use this edge. This poor edge gets a lot of abuse. And I'm going to typically actually pull the ferro rod away. You don't want to strike it in. That's going to make it a little more difficult to aim the sparks. Let's see what we got. Oh, it caught a little curl on the side. There we go. And you can see we can take our time with it now. Throw a couple of these in.
I just gotta take you camping with me.
And then the candle goes in. And if that candle stays standing. So now from that, all you do is take a little kindling or a little tinder.
The wind blows it in.
Yeah, look, it just added it itself. Hey. Yeah, of course. And yeah, that's how you start a fire. I don't know how long that was. Probably about 4 or 5 minutes. And that will burn for 5 minutes at least.
They make ferro rods in all different sizes, but I would highly recommend investing in one that's like 5 or 6 inches.
Good. Okay, now the fun part. Who wants to try?
John, let's just say you fill out your canoe and all your packing and everything. Can you still use ferro rod if it's wet?
Absolutely. Yep. That's the great thing that I really like about this style is that no matter what, this will spark. That will ignite. You'll be able to process it with this. So it's taking out a lot of the environmental factors that can really impact fire starting. So like if your lighter's wet, it might not work. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't got a knife.
I got you.
He's like, I was gonna use yours. What are you doing?
So you want to try the sparking? Or you want to do the whole thing? Hey.
Whole thing.
I have extra knives if anybody else wants to start processing.
Yeah, I do. Are we gonna race or no?
No.
I'm not competitive.
And so this is just motion. You don't have to put a lot of pressure to start to start it. And you can just work it up and down. You find the corner on corner.
I should be downwind of where you light it.
For what? Food. Oh yeah. It doesn't have to be a lot of force. We're just trying to find, and you can rotate the stick to find new places for fuzz. Oh, this one's just breaking apart. That's beautiful. Here's some other components if you guys want to break them down. Anyone else?
I'm already done.
Jonathan, you want to go again? So you learned a couple months ago, so you're on it.
I just want to practice.
Anybody else? We got extra knives.
How you like it at night? Actually, this will be the first time I'm gonna try it. I was gonna say I just got one. I haven't tried
So use this one, or we have that Mora knife. That's going to be hard to spark with.
John, would you say the name of that knife was?
Mora knife. M-O-R-A-K-N-I-V. It's Scandinavian.
Right, but this does it too. So. Yeah, I'll do it right here.
There you go, Jerry.
Now it's coming. Right?
There you got the fuzz pile.
Yeah.
Good.
Is that enough?
Oh yeah. That's all that is the target, which is great. So we do fuzz, curls, toothpicks, and then a candle.
So the curls is with the shirt with the blade.
Yep. And yeah, you can detach the curls and then you keep them in a separate pile.
that one with hanging?
Companion.
Hey. Okay.
That's the carbon steel.
Oh, move this. Okay. Oh. Check it out. Let me show you. We don't want the blade towards ourselves.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it this way. Yeah.
And they did a lot more.
Yeah, it's that 190-degree angle, that part of the spine does a lot of work.
And they're just, I mean, they're bulletproof. They're one of the best bushcrafting knives ever.
What, the Moras?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Garberg, that's like the Cadillac. Because it doesn't have like the striker and the sharpener and
It comes, yeah, they do have one with that. But the main thing is full tank.
full tang. Yeah.
And then what was the other thing?
So then we make toothpicks. We're gonna make a box around.
It's not a huge blow to them.
Right, yeah.
To the budget if they lose one.
Candle. Here's the real thing. So that really catches the barrel. Yeah. But like that really sparks. Some of the other knives, they don't have an edge like that. They don't have a nice
Yeah.
edge, and they're flat hard to throw sparks.
What I had to do with the companion knife that Jerry's using, I took a sander and ground down a 90-degree angle with it.
Oh, I thought that came with one.
Mm-mm.
No?
No. No.
What's the one you got?
It does.
That's the bushcraft, yeah.
Wow, they're flying.
You doing the candle?
Yeah.
All right.
Doing the candle too.
Perfect.
It's just for a point, right?
Yeah.
To go on the ground.
And so pull the ferro rod towards you. You can hold the knife where it's at.
And then when this starts, you just take that, put it on top.
Yeah, and you can take your time with it.
So you said fuzz, pearls, toothpicks, candle.
Yep. So aim a little bit further left because you're creating a good amount of sparks. Almost. There you go. Almost. Go a little further left, and you're on it.
If he stands up, is it better or no? Get a little bit.
I like to be down. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Perfect. You want me to hold the knife for you? There you go. Okay, and then you do a little fuzz or a little curl, and then you can put that candle into it, and you're done. Woo! You will then. Very good. And then you just build a fire on top of that. He's about to be.
Oh, I just blew my.
That's okay.
And I started the fire. That's another good reason why you pull the ferrule rod instead of the knife, because your knife is going to bounce into your pile and throw it.
And then candle.
I stuck my candle in there, I think.
There you go.
There it is.
Oh.
What did Tom Hanks do?
I'm on fire! All right, ferro rod. Who needs one?
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
show that they're not the only ones that you're doing. All right.
Nice. We have more fire.
Fire! Yay!
Yeah, it gets a little toasty. All right, here you are. Guess we can put these out. Whoop.
You don't want to go out.
Fires everywhere.
Jerry, your fire was too good. It took forever to put out. Oh, pull the curls out. Yeah, we want to ignite the fuzz. We'll add the curls in after. Okay. Oh no, that's normal. Because it's the petroleum inside of it.
Oh, okay. It's going right in Miss Charlotte's face. Do it right here, huh?
Hey Charlotte, put the fat wood, push it on the ground, and then brace against that and make the fuzz with it. There you go. And try to find corner on corner. Yeah, so angle the knife slightly down, like this.
Oh.
That's the angle that we're looking for.
Oh.
We want to get the corner of the knife on it. And then you can put your thumb on the side of the blade. It'll help keep it stable.
Is it supposed to come off
Yes.
up and down?
Yep. We're just making fuzz. And if you find a corner, like Charlotte just found a really narrow corner, she should be able to make a lot of fuzz off of that. So keep the blade away from you. We're using that same corner that we were processing with, so not quite. Turn it just a little bit. Put your thumb there, and then pull the rod away. Oh, so we want to pull the rod and leave the blade where it's at. And there's no rush. We can take our time with this. No?